It's raining medals for India at the Paralympics as the country records its best ever performance in Tokyo, wins 7 medals including 2 gold medals and a world record for javelin. Two-thirds of India's coronavirus cases are from Kerala. Night curfew begins in the state. Karnataka imposes a 1-week quarantine on travellers coming in from Kerala. 9 judges, including 3 women, appointed to the Supreme Court to take oath on Tuesday. Among them is Justice B.V. Nagaratna of the Karnataka High Court. She's in line to become the first woman Chief Justice of India. Government versus farmer standoff intensifies. The Haryana Chief Minister opposes the breakheads comment made by the Karnal SDM but justifies police action against the farmers. Maharashtra BJP protests demanding the reopening of temples and allowing Dahi Handi festivities in Mumbai. This as India celebrated Janmashtami with COVID curbs in several places. Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV 24. Recorded its best ever performance at the Tokyo Paralympic Games. India's won 7 medals, including 2 gold medals, 2 silver medals and 1 bronze medal, including a javelin world record. Avni Lakhera won a gold medal in shooting, Sumit Antil a gold medal in javelin throw, Devendra Jhajaria a silver medal in javelin throw, Sundar Singh Gujar bronze medal in javelin throw and Yogesh Kathunia a silver medal in discus throw. Here's the full story.
सुमित, आपको बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो आपकी गोल्ड मेडल के लिए। ऐसा मौका था, आपको छोड़ नहीं सकते थे। हालांकि 1 बज गया है जापान में, मुझे पता है, फिर भी आप इंटरव्यूज दे रहे हैं। आप 3 वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड ब्रेक किए इस गोल्ड मेडल के लिए। वो जो पल था, वो जो मौका था, हमें उसके बारे में बताइए। आपने कहा कि आप बहुत अग्रेसिव थे आज, जो कि आप आमतौर पे नहीं है।
जी मैम, वो उस टाइम पे मैम मेरा एक ही फोकस था कि मैं जितना ज्यादा थ्रो कर सकता उतना करूं। और उस टाइम पे मैं स्टैंडिंग्स नहीं देख रहा था कि कौन प्लेयर कितने नंबर पे चल रहा है। हाँ, ये था कि मेरे को दिख रहा था कि हाँ अभी वर्ल्ड रिकॉर्ड ब्रेक हो रहा है, तो जाहिर सी बात है मैं ही पहले पे। लेकिन मैं चाहता था कि जितना ज्यादा मैं थ्रो कर सकूं, क्योंकि आज के सुबह उठा था जब मेरे को यही था कि आज के लिए ही मेहनत की है। 4-5 साल हो गए मेरे को, हर चीज मैंने छोड़ दी गेम के लिए। बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रगल भी किया है तो सुबह इसी चीज को लेके उठा था कि आज सब कुछ लगा देना है अपना, जितना मैंने सीखा है, सर से सीखा है, देश से सीखा है, कि सब कुछ लगा देना है। तो उसी के साथ मैं ग्राउंड पे उतरा था।
68.55 आपका गोल्ड मेडल वाला थ्रो था, तो जहन में कुछ था 70 मीटर मार्क या ऐसा मार्क मुझे हिट करना है?
जैसे मैंने ट्रेनिंग में लगा रखी है 70 मीटर और अभी लगाई है, ट्रायल के बाद ही लगाई है मैंने, जब ओलंपिक्स की ट्रायल हुई है पैरालंपिक्स की। तो एक ये था कि हाँ मैं थोड़ी उम्मीद थोड़ी ज्यादा कर रहा था थ्रो की, तो मैं शायद कुछ कारण होंगे क्योंकि मैं 2 रात से ढंग से सोया भी नहीं हूँ प्रेशर की वजह से, तो ये भी हो सकते हैं। तो जिस चीज पे हम अभी आगे फोकस करेंगे, ताकि जो अभी मैं लकी हूं कि इसमें मेरा मेडल आ गया, क्योंकि अब मैं चाहता हूं कि अब वो होता है ना, एक तरफा मामला करना चाहता हूं। मेरा मेन एम तो मैम एबल्ड बॉडी में खेलने का ही है अभी, क्योंकि मैं पूरी जान लगा रहा हूँ अपनी, जितना मेरे से हो रहा है कि मैं 70-75 मीटर टच करूँ। अभी मेरे को आगे एशियन गेम्स दिख रहे हैं, वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप दिख रही है, तो मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि उसमें मैं 75 या मे बी 80 तक भी पहुंच जाऊं।
सुमित, हर एथलीट कहते हैं कि ये जो दिन होता है ओलंपिक फाइनल का, वो कुछ एक ऐसा जलवा दिखाना चाहते हैं, अपने आप को सेव करते हैं इसी दिन के लिए। आप वो कौन सा मैजिक सेव किए हुए थे इस दिन के लिए? बिकॉज द गोल्ड इज अ मैजिकल मेडल।
जैसे कि मैम मैंने बताया आपको, ग्राउंड पे मैंने 70 मीटर भी टच किया, लेकिन कभी हमारे सर बोलते हैं कि कभी भी फुल पावर मत लगाओ, क्योंकि इंजरी के चांसेस बहुत बढ़ जाते हैं जब आप फुल पावर थ्रो करो। एक बार बॉडी एग्जॉस्ट होने के बाद में रिकवर होने में भी टाइम लेती है, तो कभी फुल पावर से नेचुरली थ्रो नहीं कर पाता एथलीट, तो वो बचा के रखते हैं ताकि लास्ट टाइम पे इंजरी ना आ जाए जिसकी वजह से, तो एक मन में अलग सी भड़ास रहती है कि वो भड़ास ओलंपिक्स में ही निकालनी है। तो वो कहते हैं कि कंट्रोल, जैसे मैं कई बार ग्राउंड में गुस्से में भी हो जाता था कि मेरे को एक थ्रो एग्रेसिवनेस वाली करनी है, तो वो बोलते थे कि इसको ओलंपिक्स तक बचा के रख।
Well, on to India's COVID numbers. 42,909 cases reported in 24 hours, which is 4% lower than yesterday. But the big cause of concern, 69% of India's daily cases are from Kerala. 2/3 hospital beds in the state are currently occupied, and the R factor is also rising. Karnataka has now imposed a 1-week quarantine on travellers coming in from Kerala.
Prakash is a migrant from Jharkhand working at a hotel in Kerala's Thiruvananthapuram. The 42-year-old says the COVID pandemic has already hit his daily earnings, down from 1,200 rupees daily to 700 rupees a day now. He is worried as Kerala's rising COVID numbers has already brought back night curfew and weekend lockdown. Any more restrictions would make survival tough for not just him, but his 2 school-going children and family back home.
काम करने के लिए आया, इधर टेस्ट पे से बड़ा हुआ जा रहा बीमारी, इधर होटल बंद होने के बाद हम लोग इधर काम भी नहीं मिल रहा, बच्चे कहाँ भूखे मर जाएंगे, इधर कुछ होगा भी नहीं, इधर होटल बंद होने के बाद किधर जाएंगे, बच्चे भूखे मर जाएंगे, इधर दूसरा काम भी नहीं, हम लोग को नहीं होटल।
Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan says restrictions were necessary to moderate the steep increase, reduce hospitalizations and prevent deaths. In the week after Onam, Kerala, that has 2.5% of India's population, accounted for over 60% of the country's new cases. The centre wants Kerala to ensure at least 20 to 25 contacts per positive person and strict compliance of home isolation guidelines.
In Kerala, 90% of people are kept at home, even if they are having mild infection. And our community health system is very strong, and the community health system is able to monitor these patients.
Experts say 2/3 of healthcare facility beds are now occupied. The worry is also that over the last 4 days, number of people on ventilator has climbed sharply every day by over 60.
Patients admitted in intensive care unit who is on ventilators, most of them are unvaccinated people. So vaccination is the game changer. We need more vaccination since our population density is very high. The humidity of Kerala is different. Also, we have a very high number of susceptible population.
Kerala has already vaccinated 75% of its adult population and 55% of total population with at least 1 dose. There have been concerns about whether the surge in cases in Kerala will pave the way for a third wave in the rest of the country. But experts point out that the Delta variant, which accounted for majority of the cases during the second wave, are now being found in more than 90% of the cases in Kerala, and genomic sequence has not shown any new variant. Kerala's CM has however asked the state to brace for a third wave. With SP Babu in Thiruvananthapuram and Nagaraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
Well, India celebrated the festival of Janmashtami. There were pictures of a muted celebration coming in from different parts of the country. Meanwhile, the BJP held a protest in Mumbai demanding the reopening of temples and allowing the Dahi Handi festivities in Mumbai. Now, Dahi Handi, remember, is celebrated a day after Janmashtami. Some BJP leaders have also said that they will organize Dahi Handi competitions despite the restrictions that have been put in place by the Maharashtra government.
A political Janmashtami in Maharashtra. The BJP taking its battle to reopen temples on this auspicious day to the streets. At the Siddhivinayak temple and the famous Babulnath temple in Mumbai, police stopping senior BJP leaders from entering temple premises and detaining some of them. The BJP sees the state government's restrictions on places of worship as an opportunity to target the Sena on its Hindutva credentials. The Sena says the advisories come from the centre, where the BJP is in power.
केंद्राने सांगितलं दारू दुकान उघडा आणि केंद्राने सांगितलं दारू दुकान उघडा आणि मंदिर बंद करा. आश्चर्यजनक है. 7 अजूबे इस दुनिया में 8वां अजूबा ये सरकार है क्या? अरे ज्यांनी 2 वॅक्सिन घेतले त्याला जाऊ द्या ना. ही एक नवीन पद्धत सुरू झाली आहे की त्यांच्या पार्टीच्या ऑफिसच्या उद्घाटनाला गर्दी झाली तर ती गर्दी नव्हे, ते मिस्टर इंडिया ते दिसत नाही. पण आम्ही आंदोलन केलं तर तुमच्यासारखे पत्रकार प्रश्न विचारतात, अरे गर्दी आहे.
Warnings from the center about a spike in the number of cases during the festive season and also asking for more restrictions, localized restrictions where there is a chance of the virus spreading. The state government has also imposed restrictions. In Nashik, Raj Thackeray-led MNS workers organized a mini dahi handi of their own in protest.
Coronavirus is spreading everywhere and it is not stopping. But it is so sad that the opposition parties are working adversely to the current situation. Other hand, the opposition party of Maharashtra like BJP is ringing bells outside all religious places demanding to open the doors for everyone.
With the BJP hitting the streets demanding the reopening of temples and allowing dahi handi, the matter has now become a political issue instead of being a health issue. Janmashtami is followed by dahi handi in Mumbai, a massive event marked by human pyramids that try and reach an earthenware pot hung from a rope to claim the prize. Organizers say they've responded to the Chief Minister's appeal, but their charities will suffer.
जितना राशि आता है उसमें हमने एजुकेशन, स्पोर्ट्स, कल्चर और सोशल एक्टिविटी इन 4 के ऊपर हम काम करते हैं.
In normal times, this place would have been buzzing with activity now in preparation for one of the biggest dahi handis in Mumbai at Jamburi Maidan in Worli. But COVID has changed all of that. With no dahi handi celebrations for the second year in a row amidst the pandemic, an eerie silence prevails amidst the noisy politics surrounding this issue. In Mumbai, with camera person Praveen G. Rohit, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
With that, we're slipping into a very short break. Coming up on the other side, 9 Supreme Court judges, including 3 women, will be sworn in on Tuesday, including India's first woman Chief Justice in waiting. Welcome back. 9 judges, including 3 women, will be appointed to the Supreme Court. They'll take oath on Tuesday. It's probably the first time that 9 names were recommended for the Supreme Court, and all of them were approved by the government. Among them is Justice B.V. Nagaratna of the Karnataka High Court, who is going to be the next, or rather the first woman Chief Justice of the country.
58-year-old Justice B.V. Nagaratna set to be sworn in as a judge of the Supreme Court along with 8 others. Her elevation will make history as she will become the first woman Chief Justice of India in 2027, following in the footsteps of her father, E.S. Venkatramaiah, Chief Justice of India between June and December 1989. At her farewell, the Karnataka High Court judge spoke about the importance of the Constitution and encouraged women advocates to believe in themselves.
I have often wondered as to what binds us together, despite the innumerable diversities. It is my firm conviction that one of the binding factors is the Indian Constitution, a legal system committed to rule of law, and an organized hierarchy of courts with the Supreme Court at the apex. The message which I give to women advocates from this leaf in my book is to take note of the access to the right opportunities. Each one of you can achieve your dreams if you do so. I therefore urge each one of you to seek out these opportunities armed with faith in yourself and stride ahead to achieve all that you want to do and also to give back to society.
Justice B.V. Nagaratna will create many records. She will be the first woman Chief Justice of India in 2027. She will become part of the first father-daughter duo to have been Chief Justice of India, and she will also be part of the first father-daughter duo to be judges of the Supreme Court.
As a student of History Honours in Jesus and Mary College, New Delhi, history being one of my favorite subjects, the other being law, I completed my graduation. The subject, apart from aiding to the frame of my thinking, has imparted a tremendous impact on me as a judge and in my judgment writing.
For Justice B.V. Nagaratna, life has come full circle.
One of the best decisions of my life was to return from Delhi to Bengaluru to enroll myself as an advocate in the Karnataka Bar Council and commence my practice here. This was in order to maintain the highest traditions of the judiciary, inasmuch as I did not wish to reside in the government accommodation allotted to my father, Justice C.S. Venkatramaya, who was then a judge of the Supreme Court at Delhi and practiced there. Now I find that the circle is being completed.
With Sukirti Dwivedi in New Delhi, Anusya Mathur for NDTV.
With that, we're slipping into a very short break. News and updates continue on NDTV 24/7. Stay with us.